Okay, so we're ready to move on to the story of your kids. Here you are, sparkly and amazing, and you attract your mate who has his own DNA, his own nature, his own nurture, and he likes you, and you like him back, and you guys have one kid. There's probably more coming. But for the sake of this talk, we're going to just do one kid. Your kid, both DNA-wise, is a combination of both of you guys. Okay? So DNA alone, you are only responsible for 50% of that DNA. You are only responsible for 50% of the nurture that happens. Why? Because the child's dad also has DNA and also has nurture that's combining this kid. So what we end up having is a really complicated kid where parents are like, oh my gosh, I don't understand this, I don't understand that. And all the places and things that make you really angry because of who your kid is or what they're doing or what's going on may be because it's coming from somewhere else, okay? I'm going to remove the dad only because we can't change the dad. There's nothing we can do with the dad. We're just acknowledging his role in sharing DNA and in sharing nurture, sharing ideas about parenting and everything else. But if he's not watching this course with you, which let me just assume is not going to happen, if he does, and I hope he does, then everything would still apply. But I want to just focus mom to mom on dealing with anger. So we're going to erase him just for the sake of this course, and what we're left with is, even in the 50% nature-nurture split, you can only understand and navigate half of what's going on. I want you, just as a mom, to have permission to stop feeling like I should understand everything, I should know everything, I should have all this together. Why? There's kind of a 50% that's a mystery. While we have this up, let me address nurture. If you grew up in a house, let's say this piece of you was how we deal with anger in the home. When you learn from a very early age, hey, we all yell at each other and get it out. Hey, we all ignore it. Hey, we are parents, you don't get to question us, top down. Or, hey, we're all free and wild and we're all equal. However you understand anger and parenting, it's getting passed down. It's a default. You don't have other information to figure out what else am I supposed to do. So if you are in a situation where you're angry and you don't have some other options, you're going to default to home. So I want you to be thinking about what was home like for you and what are the pieces that are kind of you're defaulting to because you don't know what else to do. I grew up in a home in the northeast part of the U.S. where we were all very free to yell however we wanted. And in my home, we just yelled and we got it out and everybody understood where we were and then we moved on. So I was thinking as time went on, it's very easy and normal that everybody should yell at each other. Nobody gets weepy or offended or crying because you can just yell back. Until I ended up with someone who didn't have that experience, and then we created a life with a child that needed a home where there wasn't a lot of yelling. So I want you to know it's very normal. This is what we all do unless we have other ways to process. Down below will be some homework and information for you to look over. And the next course will be kind of the lifespan of looking at your kid and how we can start to think about anger differently as well.